basically for mybb. This is say if you're watching a lot of YouTube tutorials and they're not quite adequate, I would say. You usually have to watch like 4 or 5 different videos just to get this one video. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you in a simple, profound way that will make sense and also add to you and make a lot of sense. Okay, obviously we don't have a whole lot of time, and I just found out that this stuff takes a long time to discuss. You're gonna have to hang with me. If you're gonna have to watch the video 4 to 5 times, that's fine. But I will be a bro. I will be here. I'm gonna have a playlist that's gonna be pretty much like all my BB stuff. And so basically, just hang tight. I will get you through this process. It is a pain in the ass because it's in stupid condition to even think that you can even set this whole thing up in a matter of like less than 5 to 10 minutes, and then have to sit there and actually explain all this stuff to you. Please understand that this is very, very, very difficult. And I'm not yelling at you, I'm just very frustrated because this is so stupid that any caveman could do this. And yet it's so complicated I cannot discuss it in a matter of like layman's terms. And it's such a pain in the ass. But anyway. Alright, so what you're going to need to do is, first and foremost, download mybb. You know how to download. If you can't download, you just need to stop here and in this video right now. Also, basically what you'll need to do is you need to download FileZilla. It's on CNET. You can actually go there, and I would put a link in my description so that way you guys can go to it. And then also, you want to come here because the website, I cannot find the actual main website, and I don't want to take a chance on viruses, so I just went CNET because CNET's reputable. In doubt, always go to CNET. It's always painless. Okay, so what you're going to need is you're going to need an email. Look in your junk folder. There will be a information from 00 Web Host. 00 Web Host is free to use, but you can also pay for it. I do not recommend it. My experience with them is utter crap. But if you're looking for free, no other one does better, because they are totally trying to scam you. So that's why that they're better. And honestly, it's kind of just crappy, but it's just the way it is. Alright, so next thing on our list, once you create an account, then we'll go through the process. The next thing on our list is that you're going to want to install, FileZilla, and make sure that you basically create a desktop icon. If you did not, it's okay. Just go to Start, and then just drag and drop over here, and then that will create your desktop icon, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay, then go ahead and open up the mybb, which will be right here. If you have a Windows 7 or Windows 8, you have an automatic uncompressor, excuse me. If you do not, you can actually download pzip. It's a free program. You can actually go to CNET as well. And what you're going to do is you're going to drag and drop this over to the desktop. I've already done so. So basically just do that. And this is what I have right here. Okay, in this document right here, you just right click and just create a new document. Text document. Alright? And then you put all your information in here. It's that simple. Very, very easy. I put all my information in here. You guys can have this. I don't care. I don't give two S's, rats, asses, excuse me. But basically, it's just, I don't care. So you guys can have it. You can even have the email that I created, so I don't care. Okay, this just gives you the information of what you need to do, and this also helps you to understand a little bit better of what you need to have in order to make this work. The main thing is to do this as a trial run and stuff like that. But let's check and see how much time we have. 4 minutes. Okay, that's not too bad, but still we need to hustle as of now. Okay, so first off, what we're going to do is we're going to go to 00 Web Host. We're going to create a database. First of all, you're going to have to go to the control panel. I'm going to basically I gotta find, okay, here's the control panel. Then you're gonna go to MySQL. And basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna create a database name and a username. I created YouTube as my database name and my username as hi. And you guys can do the so, or you guys can name it anything you want. Now, also, you're gonna need to create a password. You're gonna wanna put a number in there. Now, easiest way to do that is to make something simple or complicated. Your choice. It doesn't matter. Now, then after you do that, then basically you're good to go. And it will look like this when you're done. If you do not have a database, it will not be here. So, okay. Now, what you're going to do is, it's very simple. We're going to install the website, because this is a little bit more complicated. I understand. This is probably like a new rodeo type sort of thing for you guys. I'm actually Texas. I'm from Texas, so that was a Texan slang. Basically, this may be a little bit more harder for you to grasp, but this is very, very, very simple. Like any caveman can do this. It's very, very easy. Okay, what you're doing is you're injecting these files that we will soon activate onto the site, and then that program will take over. Technically, you're not building anything. Technically, it's doing it for you. But in order to do that, you're going to have a little bit of lick of sense. And I'm talking little sense. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clear this out, because unfortunately I should have done this already. This won't be here for you guys. You guys won't even see this. Okay, and I can't. Okay, there we go. And this will be deleted as well. I'm going to go ahead and delete it as well, just to... Oh yeah, that's right. First off, this is where you need to also put in your hosting information. You need to access the site. You need to be able to access the site. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to put in our information. Okay, first off, the way that it works for a 00 web host, which makes absolutely no sense on this planet, because it doesn't even confound anything. This is how I got that information. You will have a different server information, and you're going to want to use the username right here as well. And that's it for that as is concerned. Okay, so I'm going to put this in the hosting, and as you can see, I put it really clearly as like what I used in order to make this work, and then basically that's pretty much it right here. And this is the password that I used to access my account on 00 web host, which again makes no sense, because you're accessing the account, not the actual database. And the database is pretty much everything. It's what makes everything tick, which makes no sense. Okay, go to desktop right here. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to look for the upload for the mybb. And as you can see, admin, archive, cache, yeah, we're in the right house. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to highlight and basically move everything into the queue, or queued. And this is basically where we're going to start transferring. Before you begin, go to documentations, which is another mybb folder, which you're going to add into here as well. Add that into the queue. Okay, the next thing on our to-do list is, this is the one thing that everybody forgets. What you need to do is you need to click on the public HTML. Now go over here and right click proceed queue. If that actually did not work. Crap. Man. Son of a bitch. Why did it not work? You know what? Maybe it did. I don't know. We'll have to soon see. That's pretty much everything. See, the problem is in order for mybb to work, they have to have the files in there. But this is not a mybb thing. This is actually a 0 web host situation. 00 web host, the overrides is normal. It's because the documentation, there's a reason why the documentation is separate from the upload, because actually reality is that they have a lot of the same files, but it's okay, don't worry about it. You have to override. This is typical stuff from 00 web host. But what had happened was, I believe you've got to switch, you got to go inside of the public HTML. But it's been so long since I've done it, I don't remember exactly how it was done. So this may actually be right, but it may not work. So I'll have to see pretty soon. We'll actually know. The files are going to take a lot longer than expected. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause it, and when you guys get back, then well, this is how you do it. It's very simple. All you do is you make sure you highlight onto this. You're going to open this up, and it's going to have like an expanding here. You can expand it, and you just click on the public HTML, and then you right click process queue. Automatically starts taking off. And this is what you want to see. This is what you want to look at, because this is the most important thing. Most people on YouTube do actually indeed miss this step. because this is the most crucial step of it all, because this is what actually works. Because when you go to install the website, basically what happens is it goes back, like it doesn't work, and that's the reason why. A lot of people don't really talk about that, but anyway. Now this is going to take like 5 minutes or so. If you guys will let me pause real quick, I will basically be back here after it's done. If you guys have any interruptions, it's most likely going to ask you to override like an image or something like that. See, like this right here. Just go ahead and click OK on every single thing. And sometimes you might have like a timeout or whatever the case may be. Just ignore it for until you get in there. Alright, so I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. It actually went all the way through. So by clicking on this, just to verify, is actually the secret ingredient. You gotta expand this. It looks like that, and then just click on that, and then just process queue. Done. But then make sure that's highlighted. Okay. Now, how do I get to my website? Blah blah blah. Okay. Well, in here you should have it open. Just go to your website, and this pops up with a mybb error. Oh no. Is that bad news? Actually, that's very good news. Normally, this would actually be an indicator that everything went working perfectly. Go up here in the address bar, type in install, simple as that, and send any anonymous script, blah 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 blah. Yes. Okay, this is say yeah, next. Okay, now this is where you're gonna have to use your database information. And the problem is that the FileZilla information is not the same. Nope. It's this stuff right here. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to get out your host. This is actually has to be done right, guys. Alright, so everything has to be done swimmingly. Okay, your database host server right here, host name, blah blah blah. It's right there, that's what that goes in. Okay, and then your user information. Gotta get this link. It's a pain in the butt. Alright, and this one right here is the, is that the name? It's the database, yes, that's the name. And right here, this is the username. It's easy to get that mixed up. So paste it in the right slot. This is the username. How do you know? It's because it says user right there. That's a big indicator. Okay, and then the password, it's very simple. Obviously, you just got to put in the right password. Again, you have to make sure that the password is the actual database password. The database information is going to be different, but that code that you get, okay, this is successful. That means that it worked, which means the information was correct. And then basically go through the next, okay, yes, next. Okay, here we go. We got forms, type in your name. Everything is pretty much automatic right now. So you're pretty much good to go. And then basically right here you would just want to delete this because they don't like getting emails, 00 web host. So everything else you can change over there, but this is something that you don't want to mess with right now at this moment. Now this is the most interesting thing. You're going to want to type in administrator for your account. You want to actually type in administrator. Your password doesn't really, oh yes, you want to put in a complicated password, very complicated. I'll actually write you guys up a password and then I can give it to you guys, but you're gonna definitely want to type in a really strong complicated password. If you do a simple password, what's gonna happen is that you could get hacked through Skillo injection. You don't want to go through that chaos, so you're gonna want to use a very complex password. So basically I'm just going to type in Dr. Pepper for now, but like I said, for you I wouldn't do it, but for me I don't care. It doesn't matter, but for you it would definitely be an issue. Okay, type in your email. Simple as that. This is really easy. This is actually the home stretch. Okay, finish setup is successful, blah blah blah, which is exactly good. Everything is good. So how do I go back? Well, it's very simple. Just go ahead and exit out of here, and then go to your website URL. Make sure that you got your website URL actually written down. Okay, here we go. Here's your website. Bam. All right, this is very easy. Now the free stuff from 00 Web Host is really simple and really easy to install. If you were to actually get a paid website, I'll actually have to go through a very big tutorial process for you. It's actually bigger than this. It's much more complicated. First off, to go into admin CP is just to click right there, and then you give them the information that you put, and then you can go into your command center, which is your admin CP. But that's on another video tutorial. I'm going to actually walk you through that in a little bit.